What's good, guys? So I'm back today for another trade recap. The reason why I didn't post one yesterday was because I had a bad day yesterday. I ended up over trading, over leveraging, and damn near blew my account. So I was just not in the mood to do any trade recaps at all. I was just sitting back and rethinking my decisions on what I was doing. But today I'm back. I'm about to explain why I took this trade. I ended up taking a loss today, and today with the bias was kind of weird. I'm not even gonna lie. So I didn't really have a bias going into the day because I was waiting for the news to hit. So the news hit at 8:30. We made the low and then we made the high. The first thing I noticed was we came down. The thing is that I wasn't sure which chart to look at because I was looking at NQ, and the low is so it's like it's not even that we didn't make that much displacement on this low down here, but on MNQ we made this big ass displacement here. So I wasn't even sure which one I should be looking at or not. But the first thing I noticed was that on NQ we did take the low, and then we did end up going back up to the data highs. So we came back up to the data highs. We swept that liquidity right there. So on I was looking for shorts on MNQ because on MNQ the data low was unmitigated or untapped yet. We haven't taken the liquidity down here. So we hadn't taken the data lows yet, and we also created a bearish SMT on that move up. So NQ did end up taking the high, but if we go look at ES didn't end up taking the high, as you guys can see right here. ES didn't take the high, so we created a bearish SMT. So I was expecting price to reverse down today. And what I was looking for was like a sign of like a bearish market structure shift. So what I noticed was we had this gap right here, this bullish gap that we had. And this is the same model I've been trading as well too. We had a bullish gap here, and I was like, okay, we can close below this. We can target that data low down there. And then we also had a change in the state of delivery as well too. So we had a CISD change the state of delivery, disrespect the bearish gap. It's like that's a good A plus short for me in my opinion. We were coming out of the SMT, and if we go on the 3 minute time frame as well too, we were also coming out of this bearish gap as well too. So price was perfectly respecting this bearish fair value gap up here, and then we had a higher time frame SMT, and we had data lows at the bottom. So I was like, okay, this is a pretty good short. I was like, I'm taking this no matter what. I don't really care if it stops me out or not, because this is a good short. I would take this any day of the week. So this is about a 2.6 to 8 R. My stop to break even would have been down here. This was my stop to break even here. And then my first target would have been this internal low down here. And then final TP would have been the data low. Now, as you guys can see, I did end up taking the short here, and then I did end up getting stopped out. Well, I would have taken this trade any other day of the week. All the confluences were there. Everything that I needed for this to go my way was there. And then, as you guys can see, going into open, it actually did end up working out, and my draw on liquidity was correct. I just ended up getting stopped out. I don't know why it was. Maybe it was because I took the trade before open. But I mean, the setup was there, and I liked the setup, and I took it. And then slightly after that, we just kind of been selling off all day, and then we just kind of been chopping in this range now. So there's really not much to like go over today, to be honest. The only other thing that like I could say that I did notice was coming out of this 15 during open, we were also respecting this bullish for value gap down here, and then I was looking to see if we would disrespect this to maybe see lower prices, and then we did. We ended up taking this low down here. And then probably what we could be looking for in the next day is maybe even this low down here. Looking like bearish order flow right now as of now. And yeah. So we are about like equilibrium of the range right now. So we'll just have to see what the reaction is on this area. But other than that, there hasn't really been any other setups that like potentially you could have taken. And then this setup right here wasn't even the best either. But yeah, that's pretty much my trade recap for today. Not really much going into it. That was the only trade I ended up taking today, and I did end up getting stopped out. I lost about $180 on this trade, and yeah. So that was it for me for today, breaking down what was going on, and yeah, that's it for me. Have a good rest of your day, guys. Stay blessed and have a good one.